Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Darrell Beck. I'm going to be changing my name to Brandon Stanley St. Angelo, and today is April 29th, 2026. Welcome to Octuple X. We are going to be discussing today for this vlog. I want to make a video about my Star Tower, my Duncan Star Tower. This is the third take that I did because I kept forgetting who produced the puzzle first, and I actually don't know if that's true, so take this with a grain of salt. But this puzzle, I am comparing it to the YJ Star Cylinder, or the Star Barrel. Now that I don't know who produced this puzzle first, and I don't know who the original producer is, but I do know that Duncan is not the first to. Well, I don't even know that, actually. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I do know that this is a really cute puzzle, and I really like the packaging, because when I hear the Star Barrel, or the Star Tower, I think of, like, this fantasy, kind of like this huge tower that stands above all of the fantasy lands. And it's like a wizard's tower or something, and that really emphasizes that in the packaging. Hello, you can see me in the reflection. We have Natalie over here. She's going to be called the Reddit updater. The Reddit report girl.
Reddit report. Breaking news.
She goes, breaking news, and then there's a Reddit. Is there any reports?
There is.
What's the report?
A woman was invited to a baby shower.
It's not.
It's fine.
Okay.
A woman was invited to a baby shower. To be nice, she said she'd cook all the food.
Yeah.
She cooked enough food for 50 people.
Yeah.
Spent $600 and 72 hours cooking.
For free?
For free, because she was best friends with the lady.
Yeah.
Okay. She also donated $200 for decorations. She almost spent $1,000.
Yeah.
Close to it, right?
On a baby shower.
The day before the baby shower, the mom-to-be messages her and says, I had to make some tough calls and you're not invited anymore.
Whoa.
But I'd still like you to drop off the food.
Whoa. How rude.
And she's like, not only that, she would have to drive.
Drop off all the food.
An hour and a half one way just to get the food.
$1,000 plus all that work and to be uninvited?
Yeah, and guess how many people were invited? 10. So it's not like it was like a huge event that had to be cut down. It was 10 people.
She made food for 50 people?
Yeah, because she's Filipina. And she's like, people like to eat a lot of food, She likes to feed people like how your dad likes to feed
Yeah,
people.
my dad likes to feed people.
Like an Italian, right? So she made enough food for 50 people, just so everybody could have multiples of everything.
And then she was uninvited?
She was uninvited. And then her friend's like, you still gotta drop off the food, though.
That's so mean.
I know! And she's like, I'm not doing that.
Good.
She donated it all to a woman's shelter, which is awesome.
That's really cool.
She seems like a really cool person.
That was mean.
Well, out of all her friends, 4 of them were like, you're an asshole.
To the woman who cooked all the food?
Yeah, they're like, you should just drop off the food. What's wrong with you? You're a bad friend. So she comes on Reddit to post about it.
Yeah.
Well, there's an update.
Yeah, what's the update?
The 4 women and the mom-to-be conspired. She was never truly invited. They gave her a fake invitation so she would cook hundreds of dollars worth of food.
That's so mean.
And you want to know why?
Why?
Because she goes on vacation and posts photos, and how dare she? She obviously thinks she's better than us.
That's her best friend?
Her best friend, apparently.
I don't know about that anymore.
Well, not anymore. Obviously, they haven't spoken. It was a year update. Haven't spoken in a year.
That's really sad.
Isn't it, though? And she like, they gaslit her, literally. She had to go on a public forum and be like, am I the jerk?
Why would she be the jerk?
No, and you know what? She never even asked for the money back.
Hmm.
She just said, have a nice life. She donated all the food.
That's good on her.
She sounds like a really nice person.
That's really mature. But geez, oh Pete's.
Like the day before.
That's Reddit report Natalie. That for our breaking report. We're talking. This is my Wiglet I got. His name is Aaron with an E. He wiggles. He's a 3D printed little toy. And he was $3. I shouldn't have bought him because for what he is, he's really expensive. But look how cute. I'll put him right here so you can still see her and you'll see his little smiling face. This is my YJ. No, this is my Duncan Star Tower puzzle. And so they have solving tips. I took a pair of scissors and I cut around the top, so that's kind of like how it was packaged originally, but it can open like this. And so here's the actual puzzle. I really like the art. I think it's really pretty. And then we're gonna take the solving tips out. There's a couple of different commutators that are applicable on this puzzle that I had to learn to solve it. So I tried really hard to solve it on my own, but I had been out of the cubing scene forever, so like I'm not terribly familiar with cubic puzzles anymore. But now that I have like they're really simple algorithms that you can learn really quickly. These solving tips are written all right, but English is a little broken. And so when I was trying to learn how to solve it the first time going through these instructions, I'll admit I wasn't terribly patient, but I also got really confused on the words. So there was a nice person on the internet that taught me how to solve the YJ star barrel, or the star cylinder, and I followed his instructions, and it was a really, really good video. I learned how to solve it, and then now I'm kind of like, well, I probably could have figured that out if I was more patient. We'll put that there. So this puzzle is really cute. I like it a lot. I like the colors on it. So there's 7 colors in total. So you have 5 colors. You have purple, red, blue, white, orange on the sides, and then on the top and the bottom you have lime green and yellow. For this, you have 3 sides, and on the top and the bottom you have these pentacle centers, and then you have like these isosceles triangles edges. I think I really have a thing with pentagons and dodecahedra. I really like dodecahedrons. It's my favorite polyhedra, and I think pentagons are my favorite polygons. But you extend these points and you can get these isosceles triangles. These edges are really interesting because it's only one piece. So there's no colors attached to any of these edges. So you have a center with 5 edges, and then you also have 5 of these kind of like these cheese wheel wedges pieces, and the wedges have 2 pieces. So it's really interesting. So in this puzzle, you can only rotate the right and the left, or if you're facing the star, this would be like the right and the left. You can only rotate it 180 degrees. You can't rotate it your regular 90 degrees because it'll bandage. But obviously the mechanism doesn't look like it would even turn that way anyway. So when you're turning it, you can only do for right or left moves 180 degrees. But for the top, one turn is only a 72 degree turn. So this point, you can watch it and you can just turn it once, 72 degrees. And that's what one full turn looks like on this puzzle, on the top and the bottom layers. On the barrel part of the layer of the star tower, is 72 degree turns with the top and the bottom layer, but then you also have this middle layer. So an example of how to solve this puzzle, or an example puzzle completion, let's talk about the turning really quick. These top and bottom layers, this yellow side and this green side, this is a little bit more firm, but it does click into place. You can feel it when it clicks, when it turns into the actual position where it can rotate the other sides. This one's a little bit more loose, but you can still feel that click a little bit. Duncan is a toy company that it sometimes they don't make the best quality toys, but in this puzzle specifically, I think the quality is really nice. You can turn the right and the left 180 degrees, and then you can just start scrambling it from there. You might wonder what it kind of looks like scrambled. The top and the bottom are going to only have 2 colors, and then the barrel part is going to be all of the different 5 colors squished together. So we're just going to scramble the puzzle. Now, turning quality, it's not meant to be a speed puzzle by any means. It's just a fun brain teaser that if you wanted to, you could probably figure it out yourself. I think if I was more patient and not so excited, I probably would have been able to figure it out on my own. But sometimes I just get so excited and I just want to learn how to do it. We're just going to scramble it up here. You have any Reddit reports?
Reddit report.
You guys say, breaking news.
Breaking news. This woman's boyfriend, she recently found out that he can only go to the bathroom in their apartment.
Really?
Nowhere else.
Is he bladder shy?
To the point where he will poop or pee his pants.
Oh.
If he is out in public and he needs to use the bathroom.
That sounds debilitating.
She says to him, you need therapy.
Yeah.
He says, you're being controlling. It's normal.
I don't think that is very normal.
No. They broke up.
Hmm.
Because she was out with him and he pooped his pants.
Did he have, like, since he does have that problem, does he bring his own clothes places? Like
No,
gross.
No, gross.
Yeah, if you're gonna, you need to bring your own clothes at least. I don't know. He probably does need therapy if he can't use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Out in public, he probably has some kind of severe anxiety or something.
That's what I would think. Yeah.
Okay, back to the star cylinder, the star tower. It's relatively scrambled. You can see what it looks like when it's scrambled. I really like the simplicity of this. There's 3 steps to solve it, and what that looks like is we're going to be solving these isosceles triangle edges on each of the face, and then we're going to be taking the opposite color and putting it onto the bottom layer just to match up these this middle layer and so the bottom layer. And then eventually, kind of like a 3x3, once you have the first 2 layers done, you're just going to have this outer layer done, which is where you'll use a single commutator to solve the last layer. So this puzzle is really interesting. I think it's so simple because you can only do 180 degree turns. All you have to do is just take the opposite color and just align it with what color needs to go on top, and you can literally just do a 180 degree turn. And you can do that with all 5 edges. So you just line it up where you want it to go, make sure it can go, and then you can just fill in the star. It's super quick. It's very intuitive. And then you see these opposite corners here. You just have to line it up, and then you can do this algorithm. No, I'm doing the wrong algorithm. I got ahead of myself. You put the opposite color where you need it to be, and then you can just do this 3x3 algorithm. And then you can put that back. So what that algorithm looks like, and then you can see that it just literally puts it right underneath. What that algorithm looks like is we'll take this corner, and then we'll align it to the white, because it's the white corner. Is you're gonna want to do your R2, U, R2, U, R2, U3, or you could do UI prime, which I think is cool, and it literally just puts it underneath where it needs to go, and then we have that one solved already. And then we're going to take this one, do the same thing, RU, RU, RU3, then R2. Same thing. We're going to take this corner, put it on the blue, R2, U, R2, U, R2, and then instead of R3 or U3, we could do U2 prime, and flip that right back where it goes. And sometimes, even if all of these are in the right place and you still have a color, or if all of these are yellow, but it's still not solved, you can just rotate it. You can use one of these corners to flip the place. So now that we have the yellow and the green and the first two layers of the barrel done, we're looking for a specific case, and I actually have it. Because what we're doing, see this white and see this blue, how they're not touching, that's what you want. But you could also have a case where you have two of them touching, which is fine, or none of them touching. So since I immediately have the case that we want, what we're doing is we're going to be swapping, we're using a commutator to swap these three pieces. And those three pieces are this red one, this purple one, and on the other side, these two, this one. So because this white and blue are correct, once we're swapping these three pieces, it looks like I'm going to have to swap it twice, and then it'll be solved. So that algorithm is going to be R2, then U, R2, UI, R2, UI, D, R2, UI, R2, U, R2, D. And then you can see that we just flipped these. So now this piece is going to go here, this red is going to go here, and this purple is going to go here. So we're just going to do the same algorithm. R2, U, R2, UI, R2, UI, D, R2, UI, R2, U, R2, D. And that's one simple commutator. Just put all of these pieces back, and that's how you can solve it. It's fun. There's other algorithms you can use to solve it too. I want to fundamentally understand the mechanism. I want to fundamentally understand the actual puzzle, and I want to track and see what the pieces do when I'm simply turning it, because I want to make a video about this puzzle on my Baga channel. I want to make a new YouTube series. I had a little character called Rubik's Cube Master 23, and he was kind of like a parody of Rubik's Cube reviewers way back. Oh, honey, you need to get brushed. You need a brush.
Oh, you were talking to me. I was like, yeah, I do need to brush my hair.
You can brush your hair anywhere. Honey, I need to get a brush. I'll brush you right after this video. Then I gotta do the dishes. Oh yeah. I want to start making YouTube videos on my Baga channel. Maybe I will even still use the name Rubik's Cube Master 23. He was kind of like this little immature parody character of people who reviewed Rubik's Cubes back in like 2014, 2013. And I actually really want to start making real Rubik's Cube reviews where I can actually look at the history of this puzzle. I can look at the actual producers of the original. I can see who the parent companies are, who actually owns it, and blah blah blah. History, and then the actual review itself. But I genuinely really like this puzzle. It's super easy, super quick. I think because I have the stack mat out, I think I'm gonna give it a quick speed solve. This puzzle is not meant to be solved quickly, or at least it's a toy. It's not really meant to be speed solved, but I'll just turn it however fast I'm comfortable with it. Even though I don't have the muscle memory for the actual puzzle, I'll just give it a simple scramble and just take my time with it, and then just see how fast I can solve it with just make a real video about it on the Bagu channel, because I think it would be fun. I've really been getting into the hyperfixation, which is fun because I haven't had a hyperfixation other than RuneScape that was like really truly near to my hobbies. It's been a long time since I've been in my Rubik's Cube hobby phase.
I just found a planner. Oh yeah, breaking news. I just found a planner that lets you plan your entire day from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. in 30-minute intervals.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like it would be really difficult for you.
I feel like if I could get into it, though, I do, like, when
You like structure.
I like structure, but, like, it's hard to get into habits for me.
Yeah.
But, like, if I had, like, where I could be like, oh, it's 9:30, time to shower, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people with ADHD really need, like, a start time and a end time to really get on top of their tasks. I worry because you do like structure and routine, but, well, it's not that I worry.
What was really helpful was when I was journaling, I would list everything I wanted to do that day.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, I would check my journal and check off everything I did get done. I journaled for 2 weeks straight.
Let me keep journaling too.
And then I left it in Brimley for a week.
Oh no.
And then...
What about that one journal you just got?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Oh, the one I just got?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, after I'm done with the dishes, do you want to journal?
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna do crafts after we're done.
Yeah.
I think, how much is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's just on our planners. I didn't even see if there's a...
your Reddit planner. Okay. We're gonna give this a shot. I got my stack mat, and we're just gonna go for it. So we're just going to line these.
Go Girl Hourly Weekly Planner. Let's see how much it is.
And we're going to... It's not meant to be solved like that. I gotta do it on the mat.
It's actually, it's $28 Canadian.
Yeah, that'd be easy to budget for.
That would be, right?
I'm gonna put $20 next paycheck for my Gigaminx, or my, Yodaminx.
And you know what the best thing is? It's undated.
Yeah, that's your favorite part.
That's my favorite part.
And I agree with that. I think that makes it a lot easier.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to my, cart. So I don't forget about it, but I'm seriously very interested in this planner.
If you're gonna be doing this as a speed cube, I don't think we would be, but there'd have to be a different version of this puzzle, like with magnets and stuff. Maybe I could do that.
You ever see a baby Highland cow?
No.
Now you have.
That's so cute.
It's super cute, right?
So we're looking. So these two are touching, so we're gonna want to break it apart. So we're gonna do the same algorithm that I did earlier with the commutator, but we're gonna do it like this. And that just breaks it apart, and then you can get from there. You can look for your case.
Wow, Angie's really listening to her music loud.
That's what I was talking about. Her bass was kind of therapeutic. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That's what the case I wanted was. And we're going to have to do it twice.
Yeah, I like planners.
Yeah, me too.
The one you just bought me for my birthday is undated. And I got dot inserts, and I also got weekly inserts.
And then we could get your stickers from Chubman and Flub Girl.
It's Chub Girl and Hub Man. I keep saying Chub Girl, yeah.
Chub Girl and Hubman?
Yeah.
Then you could put that in your binder.
Oh, yeah.
Then you could put your stickers on dates and stuff.
I got 2 more coupon codes. They texted me 2 more coupon codes. So now I have 3 10% off and 1 15% off. So I can buy more inserts for my planner. But do they
stack? I thought they stacked.
Apparently they're supposed to, but I couldn't get them to stack. But you know what? How much I saved when we made that order?
How much?
$30.
That's a lot.
In coupons, it's $30.
When I bought my Gigaminx, I bought a Gigaminx! When I bought my Gigaminx, I saved $3 with the code CubeHead.
Very nice.
But I didn't realize it. When I made that purchase, if I use the code CubeHead, it's not that I don't like CubeHead very much. He's fine.
Oh, he's a person?
Yeah, he's like a Rubik's Cube YouTuber.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He speed cubes, and he's popular. And he's fine. I like him. But my favorite YouTube puzzler is Pete the Geek. So if there was a Pete the Geek code, I would use that. But I didn't realize it when I used the code CubeHead. They sent me I used the code CubeHead, and they included a CubeHead sticker. Nice. And I have a YoCube, the first YoCube Deluxe. I don't have my Rubik's Cubes down here, but I'm gonna put it on that. Anyway, that's my Star Tower. You have any breaking news?
I will in a second if you can stall.
We will be right back.
If you can continue your video, and I can read this really fast.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'll get my
Oh my god.
Yeah, breaking news.
It's a little bit of a long one.
Okay, I'll show them my GAN. This is my GAN. Okay, I'll solve this Rubik's Cube while you do it.
You ever people just they don't realize they're in an abusive relationship?
That happens a lot.
Happens a lot. But this is luckily on the subreddit positive updates, so...
I like that. Just a U3. $35 seconds. Do I have my phone down here? Excuse me. This is my Stanley. It's not really a Stanley. I got it at Michael's.
Yeah, it works really well. It was cheap too. It was on sale. It's like 30% off.
That's my little cap. So this is my Diane Zanchi Pro M. I like it a lot. But I don't want to like this cube because I've always been a little snotty with GAN. Back when GAN was super popular, it was like, oh, this is like the iPhone version of Rubik's Cubes. I don't think that's an original thought either. I think that's something that I heard. But honestly, this might be one of my new favorite 3x3s. This is an older, a very old GAN puzzle. I don't remember what it is, but if you can recognize the internals, it has kind of like this, a hexagonal. Does it? Or am I thinking of a different puzzle? No, it does. You can see the hexagon insides. I don't know if you can on the camera or not. Okay, so we're going to scramble me. This is, I'll keep that on, the scramble that I'm going to do. If I do it incorrectly, I'm sorry.
Well, I skimmed it.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I'm not gonna read all the rules. This girl has a boyfriend. He has rules for her that she has to follow.
I don't like where this is going.
We're just gonna read a couple of them. No cursing, no low-cut shirts, no weed, no drinking, no perverted jokes with him or anyone else. No talking to other guys around him, no talking about past relationships, no emoticons in text with other guys, no exclamation points or sounding too flirty or happy when talking to guys.
I think this guy sounds a little insecure. Is there like a thing that is there like an agreement that they both had together, or is this just him controlling?
Him telling her what she has to do.
Okay.
He asks me if I'm behaving when we're not together physically.
What does that mean?
There is a structured timetable of how much I'm allowed to talk to my ex.
Okay.
This list is so long, but it's just all these rules she has to follow.
I wouldn't want to put up with that. I'd be like, okay, well, this is too much work. He sounds really insecure.
Well, she went on and on paragraphs about what an amazing boyfriend he is. He's so caring.
Give me a very good impression.
Except for this huge list of rules that gets longer and longer. Every week there's a new rule added. One of her best friends is male.
That's hyper-controlling.
He's only allowed to text her once a week.
Once a week?
She cannot have her phone on around him. Like, you know how, like, right now I'm on my phone and you're right there? I wouldn't be allowed to be on my phone.
I'm on my iPad right now.
He can be on his stuff.
But
she can't be on hers.
Her stuff?
He will physically take the phone out of her hand and shut it.
Like, that's like...
It's abusive is what it is.
Yeah, that's hyper-controlling. It's like... What was the word I'm looking for? Infantilizing?
Yeah. No, and like it took her a year to get out of the relationship. Because he kept, I can change, I'll be better. The turning point was she was like, you know what, let me see your phone. Let me see your chat logs. He was cheating on her, eh? He was cheating on her.
Oh, of course. It's always like
that. It's all projection, right?
He was projecting, yeah. He was like, I'm cheating on her, so... she'll cheat on me.
Yeah.
If I don't control.
Happy update. She left him.
Good.
It's been over 2 years. She didn't get back together with him.
Good.
She realizes now that it was highly abusive.
Yeah.
It was getting worse. He started touching her without her consent. Kissing her when she didn't want to be kissed type thing. You know what I mean?
You know... It was already bad.
It was already bad, but it was getting worse fast.
Is there any physical? Obviously, that's physical, but you know what I mean? Like actual...
No, it didn't get to that point because another thing to note is she's a lawyer.
Whoa!
She's a very intelligent... She made honor roll in her classes. She's very intelligent, so she ended the post by saying anybody can get into an abusive relationship.
Oh, yeah. And
you don't have to be like an idiot to fall for it.
No.
She's very intelligent, like very well spoken, and she's just like wanted people to know. And then in the comments, even better, people were like, "Hey, if any of these rules sound like rules you have to follow, here are links to PDFs of like why does he do that, and books on domestic violence, and like very positive, like
I
lots
never
of
thought about
resources.
that before.
Oh yeah.
Why do that? Yeah.
Why the number one book for abusive relationships is Why Does He Do That?
Why does he do that?
We always have a copy in the bookstore if you ever wanted to read it.
I do kind of want to read that.
And it helps a lot of women out. I'm sure it helps men out too.
He says, why do they read that? Why does he do that?
Why
so they can understand.
They can understand that they're in an abusive relationship, yeah.
So they can see. So like if he makes a rule like don't text other boys, it's like he does that too.
If they're telling you how to dress and how to act.
Well, first of all, the very first impression I got was like that was insanely controlling, and if it were me in that relationship, I wouldn't want to put up with any of that. But when you're in an abusive relationship, I'm sure you know more than I am.
Who has been in 2 abusive relationships, one that was physical and the other that was emotional, it's so easy to get grinded down, just ground down to the point where like you don't even recognize yourself anymore.
And then you feel comfortable. It's not that you feel comfortable. How did you explain it to me before? It was like you would rather deal with that because like they make you feel like they're your only option.
They really do harp on like the nobody will love you like I love you.
Yeah.
You're damaged, you're broken. Nobody's gonna put up with you the way I put up with you. Would you rather be alone?
And you wouldn't.
You wouldn't, because you get dependent and like, I don't know. I mean, like, even like when I was in the physically abusive relationship, you really do like these mental gymnastics where you're like, well, maybe if I hadn't have spoken out of turn, or, you know, it's kind of my fault he hit me, you know, like it's wild. Abusive relationships are so easy to fall into. Especially because they don't just start out abusive. It's like a slow roll. It gets there, it builds up.
You kind of like triple truthing a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's small stuff at first that you don't recognize.
And there will always be a lot of a justification in it. Well, I just love you so much, and I just think you look better without, you know, too much skin showing, right. And you respect yourself enough not to show too much skin, right?
And like the way you're explaining it to me now, obviously, it like in the context, it makes it sound like it would be easy to notice that, but like if it's actually happening,
there's also like love bombing.
It's more subtle, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that was the breaking news. Happy update. She broke up with him.
Good. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, we better get Dorian inside. I'll do this Rubik's Cube, and then I'll go get my boy.
Yeah, he has to call Christy.
I want to do that tomorrow. It's a little late.
No, she said she's an hour behind.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
okay.
She's an hour behind, so it's only 8 o'clock for her.
Let's give this... Let's see. I'm trying to get better at my cross, and I'm making whatever progress. Oh, I'm not. See, that's an example of something you don't want to do on the cross. Wait. Okay, whatever.
I just sent you a Canadian citizenship test cheat sheet. I don't know if you will ever want to become a citizen, but just in case. I think you'll probably just be a permanent resident.
Well, I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore, eh?
Because I really mucked up this solve. Because, like, I had so many good, first time. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me, baby. I gotta go get my boy. Goodbye, everyone.
Love you.
Love you.